Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louder, and welcome to a new game that I just got, and I really wanted to show you. This is brand new, like literally it came out a couple of days ago. I haven't even played through it yet. I have no idea what to expect, but it looks really cute, and the person who made the music, I'm like just a huge fan of the composer of this game, so I'm really excited to share with you Café Enchanté, which is the correct way. Café Enchanté. It's in French, so I'll just shut up and you guys can watch the intro.
朝の光そっと窓辺に差し込んで BGM は小鳥のさえずり扉を叩いたらそこから始めよう笑顔あふれる場所へ鮮やかに変化する日常のメロディーと流行る心が踊り出すさあ声を重ねましょう Everyone sing a song 新しい一日のスタートこの場所から始めようよフロアの足元も華やいで指を鳴らし合図したらみんなで Let's start peaceful days
That's the intro. I know. I'm stupid excited. I have no idea. I can't even describe to you how excited I am. This is going to be completely blind playthrough. I have no idea what to expect. I will try to maybe follow a walkthrough just so people aren't like, what the fuck are you doing? But this is Café Enchanté. I watched the trailer with you guys, but I didn't say anything, and that's because I didn't want to, like, completely ruin it for you. Like, I'm just so surprised because all of the characters are not, like, truly human, so it's gonna be really interesting. And I like how they made the menu, like, new customers, regulars, daily specials, and then special orders for options. It's just cute. I have no idea what it says on the side there, the Je t'aime juste comme tu es. Like, I love, and then the rest is, I have no idea. I love to eat. I mean, same. I love baking, so this game is just so appealing to me. But I'm gonna shut up, let's just get started, and of course I'm probably gonna voice stuff, so let's get into it. And this is us. Look at that. It's so cute. I'm gonna leave her name as this because I'm not sure if they actually say her name. So yeah, I'll just let it stay like that. Kotone Awaki, I think, is how you say it. I'm sure they'll say it correctly, but... Oh god. Memories of my childhood. They were filled with images of wisping steam and the aroma of fresh coffee. Most of these memories sunk into the depths of my mind as I entered adulthood. Even so, faint memories come to the front of my mind when I sometimes close my eyes in silence. The enchanting sounds of jazz standards on old records ushering in the guests. The sharp, flavorful scent of coffee floating gently throughout the cafe. The warm, inviting light of the chandeliers glimmering upon rows of glasses. Yes, my memories of that place are precious to me, but there's a memory of something much greater etched into my heart. It's the sound of my grandfather laughing, together with the guests he served. Oh, this is sad.
なあ、ことね。じいちゃんがこの店をやってるのはどうしてだと思う？
Because you like coffee?
そうだな。それもある。喫茶店のマスターなんざ半分ぐらいはコーヒー好きが高じて店を開くようなもんだ。けどそれだけが理由じゃねえ。自分でコーヒー飲むのが好きなだけなら、うちで入れて飲んでりゃいいわけだしな。
That's true.
俺が店を開く一番の理由はな、うちに来てくれる奴らがいるからだ。ふらっと立ち寄ってくれた一元さん、この店のコーヒーの味に惚れ込んで何度も足を運んでくれる常連ども、そして遠くから、そう、信じられねえくらい遠くからわざわざこの店に来てくれる客もいる。儲けなんざ考えもしなかった。じじいの道楽で始めた店だけどな。そんな誰かの居場所になっちまった以上、そうそうは閉められねえんだ。
This cafe is for the patrons?
そうだ。いいか、覚えとけ。ことね。コーヒーは自分で飲むのもいいが、自分で入れるより誰かに入れてもらう方がうまいんだよ。
Grandpa. Huh?
そうだよな。まだわかんねえよな。おっと、最後の客がお帰りだ。ほら、じゃあお見送りのご挨拶、ちゃんと覚えてるか？
Yeah, I hope you come back soon.
Do you like my child voice? That's as good as I was gonna get. Oh, this is so cute, but also like fucking sad. Like, did Grandpa die? Is that the reason why we have this cafe? Like, oh my god. Okay. I love the soundtrack so much. It's like so calming. Ooh, modern. Wow, look at the backgrounds. Holy crap. Whew. I feel like I'd been lost for so long that I finally made it. I take my gaze away from the map in my hands and look across the familiar landscape. Damn, this is such a pretty cafe. Café Enchanté, a name I hadn't heard in a while. It's been maybe 15 years now? Hearing myself say these words out loud made me realize how long it's been. Even if the world around it has changed as all of the years have passed by, it looks exactly how I remembered it. I felt so happy at the fact for some reason, so much that it makes me smile. 15 years. Yep, I did a good job getting here if I do say so myself. Although I was completely reliant on this map app. I put my phone away and exchanged it for the piece of paper and key in my bag. What brought me here is a letter from my beloved grandfather. And the key to this cafe. Even the key is cute! What the heck? I'm back, Grandpa. I'll be in your care now. I quietly greet the small, simple key, and carefully I open the door to this familiar place. So he fucking died. This is this is awful. You hear all this upbeat music and then, oh wow. The space that appeared before me was the one within the fog of my mind. The faded scenes tucked in my memories regained their color and their strength. I take a few steps forward, noticing a layer of dust draped all over. It had all been left alone for so long. I don't see any dust. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Still, a dim fragrance of coffee lingers in the air around the room. I find comfort in that. No doubt about it. This is definitely Grandpa's shop. The wooden furnishings from back then radiate the comforting feeling of nature. My fingers glide upon the tables and chairs, neatly and evenly laid out about the space, and that sense of familiarity fills me again. The cups, polished to a shine, and the colorful saucers that match them. Wait, so why are the cups polished, but then the desks are covered in dust? And the hand-operated coffee mill and siphons lined up behind the counter. In case you guys didn't know what a coffee mill is, which, I mean, I guess for those of you who don't really drink coffee, I mean, I don't drink coffee either, but it's just basically you grind up your coffee beans to make the coffee grounds, and then you use that to make coffee. And then a siphon, I guess, is just a brewing device. It's fancy brewing device. They stand there, still holding their shine. They were always cared for so very well. Now that I'm here, I should take a look around the whole shop. Oh, this is where Grandpa yelled at me, huh? That's what you remember? It was the pillar I tried to climb as a kid. The stairs that were difficult to walk upon with its tall steps. The hallway floor where I struggled to clean the drawings I made upon it. Looking around conjures up all sorts of old memories. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I got yelled at a whole lot. The next thing I looked at was a storehouse that held a bunch of things. It didn't seem dirty to me, though it would be a lot of physical work to clean all of it up. What's it say on the door? I can't read the left one, but the right one, it's like off, okay. Oh, I think it's like, did you turn the stove off? Like, oh shoot, I didn't even realize her line. Whoops. Right, I guess all was left alone after he'd passed. He did die! That's what I missed! That's awful! I'd have to look through everything to know what it's all used for. I can't do anything right now though, huh? Her pose is weird. Why is she like holding her? Oh, this is my dream! Look at the kitchen! Oh my god! It's beautiful! Look at the massive fridge and so much counter space. Okay. Behind the counter seating is a large kitchen. Oh wow, I never noticed the kitchen before. A faded memory of my grandpa making a quick meal comes to mind. I think at the time he was making a sandwich. And of course, he was happy, smiling. I floated through the kitchen, making my way to the back of Enchanté. Though it wasn't much, there were the remains of what used to be a vegetable garden. What? This is so cute! I want this. This is like quarantine goals. In a corner, there was a small flower bed. The colorful vegetables and the pretty flowers decorating the area always looked so impressive. That's right. I remember crying here. God! Kotone! Like, what's wrong with you? My face grew flushed from the memory of me throwing a fuss wanting to water the flowers, rolling around and crying over it. Being back here just opens up a floodgate of memories, one after the other. I continued touring the first floor, as if to search for those moments I'd forgotten. And then I mutter again. I'm back, Grandpa. Away from Tokyo, the capital of Japan. Far from the city center, sitting in an alley after a 5-minute walk, the privately owned Café Enchanté. The person who owned this shop was none other than my late grandfather, Soan Awaki. Soan? The heroine's grandfather, he was the owner, he had a refined appearance, and he was like ho 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 all the time, a master at brewing coffee. That's just, hearty and broad-minded just makes me think of Santa Claus, I don't know. I guess it's the season, but sure brings back memories. The amount of nostalgia I feel seems endless. Okay, back to this. Until I was about 4, my parents were too busy and I'd lived here at Café Enchanté with Grandpa. My family. When my parents decided to settle down in the country, Grandpa continued to watch after the cafe. That was probably why I thought it would still be his forever. I never once imagined that I'd be the one to come and continue running the shop. Enchanté was a cafe, but it was also a place that Grandpa called home. The building was surprisingly large. The drafty second and third floors were living spaces, as only the first floor was a cafe. With the counter seats facing the bar and the cozy table seating around the shop, there was a total of about 20 seats here. The menu board seemed to just have some basic drip coffee available. And it's just dripped. I mean, okay, makes sense. The types of beans were written there, but it prompted patrons to choose their brew. You got to see it brew as you chatted. Grandpa thought it would be too much of a pain to decide the type of brew himself, so he'd make the customer decide. Though I think it was really popular to be able to choose your method, from the Nell drip to the siphon, and watch the process. I've never heard of Nell drip before. Oh, okay, cloth filter instead of... Okay, so let me just give you guys some background into my life. I worked at Dunkies once upon a time. That's Dunkin' Donuts for y'all who aren't around the East Coast. And it, Dunkies back in the day only used the drip process. I don't think we used any type of fancy shit, so that's my limit of coffee knowledge. That's it. Alright, story over. That's right. Just then, from the corner of my eye, I see curtains hung behind the stairs and move towards them. I thought I had walked through all of the first floor already. What's behind these curtains? Oh god, I'm afraid. It's not that. Looking from the garden, there should be another room behind these curtains. I go through them deep in thought. Oh, I knew it. Although, what was this room for? I tilt my head and wonder at this room hidden so far in the back. It just doesn't match what I remember. Still, if it's possible, I'll be taking over this place. I should have an understanding of the interior of the shop, so... might as well just walk on in. Hello? Attempting to figure out what its last room was, or what this last room was, I opened its doors. Something came into my vision immediately. It was an ostentatiously adorned door that didn't quite match the rest of the cafe. Come to think of it, wait, is this room just for this door? Right. Aside from the ornate door, there was nothing else here. Even though there was space for it, like the storehouse, nothing was kept here. Nothing stored, no extra furniture. Just a door. It just sits there. Why is there a door here? I took a peek behind it, but sure enough, there was nothing there. Just the rest of the room. It doesn't open either. I hadn't the slightest clue as to what it was doing here. It's just an old door. I have no idea when it might have been built. Even though there's no doubt it was old, its frame seemed strangely free of blemishes. Gazing at the doorbell hung on the top, I tilted my head in wonder yet again. Maybe Grandpa bought it thinking he would use it to replace the other door? He always liked antiques and old things. That's the only reason I could think of as to why it would be here. Is it normal for anyone to really have just a door in here? A plate read open and closed on it, which must have been intended to use at the entrance. A plate. Wow, I didn't know what a plate was. I imagine my free-spirited and showy grandpa going through the effort and smile wryly to myself. But now that he's gone, I'll never know what he intended to do with this. I have to take over, or Enchanté won't be in business anymore. I reach out to the plate marked closed. Grandpa must have turned it over before he passed. This lonely-looking plate that would turn people away, knowing the cafe would never open again. I decide to keep it closed. We're not opening it ever. Alright, let's turn it to open. I acted on a whim. This door led nowhere, and it stood in the middle of the shop that lost its owner. The sign was writhing in boredom, proclaiming the store's closed status. It seemed strange for me to even feel this, but it looked a little lonely. Oh, wow, that's fancy. My feelings guide me. I turn over the plate. The letters written on it jump into my sight. And we're gonna stop here. Is this, like, I don't know if you guys are excited about it. I'm really excited. Although I have heard that the opening, like the common route, as we call it, us Otome fans, the common route is pretty long, so it's probably going to be a lot of plot, I'm assuming. But next episode, we will continue this game, and of course, I'm going to be playing Steam Prison on the side. I'm just going to be doing this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Steam Prison every Tuesday, Thursday as usual. So yeah, I hope you guys like this game, and leave a comment if you hate it. No, I'm just kidding. Just leave a comment if you want.